are live, baby. Greetings, brothers and masters of the martial arts. I am Travis.
And I'm Chris.
And this is CTE, and this is going to be an experience for you.
You and you and you.
Ah,
I,
ah.
I,
So here's our music for today. Oh, got it! Oh, yes! Yes, people! Yes! Yes, it happened! Oh, victory for MSU over those ropes! Oh my God! Yes, this is,
oh, Trav. I love it.
Wilbur. This is Wilbur. You know what I mean? Wilbur always got the bank with him, but you know, Wilbur's with me. We were celebrating on Saturday. You know my weekend, Chris. My weekend going well. I'm just look. Got the hoodie right now. I switched hoodies.
Yep.
Got the hat. You know what I mean?
You had to go put in the hat. That wasn't on earlier.
No. I got my jammies on, bro. Like, hey, I'm letting it be known. Nah.
See, that's for Gene. That's for everybody else.
Gene, Avery, Joe Hartley, Mike Gibbs, all of them. All of them can get this work right. That's what they got on Saturday. Nah, man. Nah, because I wasn't even. Hey, Miss Walker.
What's up, Mama?
Man, look, I was not bothering them. I was just chilling. We've had a heck of a year. They've won the last 2 years, but you know what? They got on my nerves last week because we lost to Rutgers our first game out with a new head coach in the COVID year, and they came out talking junk, and we threw 7 turnovers. It was what it was. I just figured we was gonna have a down year. The last 3 years we've had down years, and they beat us the last 2 years.
Yeah.
But this is only what I think 3. They only beat us 3 times in the last 12 years or something to that effect. So they were living high. I think they were gonna win three games in a row. Guess what? Go green, people. Go green all day. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna have to deal with me the rest of this year because I was leaving y'all alone. I wasn't thinking nothing about it. I wasn't even thinking about college football. I was like, man, they shouldn't even play. Jim Harbaugh came out and he was like, yes, we want to have football in the Big Ten. He campaigned for it. He campaigned and he got elected for an ass whooping. That's what happened. So, how was your weekend, Chris? How was your Halloween, man?
Man, surprisingly, it was fantastic. We went out early, a little earlier than the normal lights and stuff. But we went to one of the students' neighborhoods from our dojo, and there were a ton of people out, a ton of kids out, a ton of houses doing the whole Halloween thing, distancing and all that stuff. So it was a good time had by everybody. Got to watch some great fights. Got to do some sparring. Got to hang out with y'all. Couple people, just a couple people. Wasn't too many in there. Hayden Hatcher, Speedy, me, Shay, and Ricky. It was 6 of us.
Ricky who?
Don't worry about that. Nah, it's one of my homies from Florida.
Okay, I was like, Ricky Murray came out.
No, Ricky ain't go. Sean comes out every once in a while. Sean comes out.
He has. That would just been. I wouldn't expect him to come out there, but it would have been interesting if he had did.
Right.
But anyway, weekend was good, man.
Yeah, man.
Of course, I finally today my final fragrance came in, so I'm happy now.
Oh, it's finally here, so you can breathe.
Well, yeah, man. Because like
take a big whiff.
This is my 40th birthday. I treated myself to a bunch of fragrances. I bought 12 different fragrances over the course of the month.
Over the month. I mean, over
the course of the month. Yeah. So the final one finally got here, and I'm happy about them. So it's been a good weekend, man. I didn't really do too much. I watched the football game, and after that, I was just chilling. I didn't really do too much. There's no trick or treaters in my neighborhood, so it is what it is. Well, thank you, Alex. I thought so too.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But anyway, so what did you think about the fight? I only saw the highlights of the Gervonta Davis. I meant to watch it, but I didn't feel like buying it. So I heard it was a really good fight. I'm gonna go back.
Really good fight. And obviously, I know you've seen the knockout. So I mean, like that's kind of indicative of the fight. Back and forth, good ring control, good management, good exchanges. Like there wasn't like the Loma fight. So but he had set that rolling hook up a few times. He had thrown it a couple other times in the match.
Highlights, and I kept seeing him throwing it.
And we talked about it a little bit. I thought he was going to slip and he was going to change that and roll it to an uppercut to the body to cut back to like a hook and a straight right, or that right uppercut. But like he just dug in, waited, and took those two, rolled off to the side, and just night.
Yeah.
Night.
That's
a tank.
I mean, look, the funniest thing about that whole clip is that the announcer had literally said right before that, he said, "Oh, I don't know if Davis thinks that thinks Santa Cruz is going to fold," and and then literally Santa Cruz folded. You know, there he is.
What's up, fellas?
Big Los, the math tutor extraordinaire.
Oh, man, I'm dying over here. My poor baby, man. Trying to help her get through it.
Hey, you know, it's funny. I saw the post that you made, and because the only reason why I saw it is because it notified me that Avery had announced it. I mean, wrote on it. Yeah. And I was like, okay, so let me look at this. And the funny thing about that is, Avery and Morgan used to come to me about math problems. It got to the point. They're like, hey, Trey, I'll be in like a happy hour. Like, seriously, this is happening. I'll be in a happy hour at a bar, and I would tell the bartender, like, yo, give me some napkins, give me the pen, and I'll be writing it out. Like, look, I'm happy. And then send the picture, like, all right, this is how you do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, because it's like crazy comments, and I really appreciate everyone kind of stepping in and kind of helping out with it. But it's simple stuff that it just make it so hard.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like, and like she's getting real frustrated with it. She has a difficult time with it to begin with. So like, I mean, she's like stressing, like, you know, and I'm asking her, like, you know, what did the teacher say? And she's like, I don't remember. It's like, oh, all right, let me ask some of my friends because I don't remember this stuff.
It comes actually, you know what's funny about that? I've actually been thinking about taking in a math class.
The stuff comes back to you after you start going through it. Yeah.
Because you know, especially being like, you know, going through the major I went through with being in computers, you take so many math classes. And now if I look at some of those advanced classes I took and some of the equations, like, how in the world did I ever know how to do this? But then you as a person, you kind of be like, yo, I should still be able to do this.
Do that.
Like, if so one day you threw a sidekick and you couldn't throw a sidekick, you'll be mad. Like, wait,
listen, what? I'll be honest. There's a tournament. I haven't been to a tournament in a while, right? And I'm fighting and stuff, and I actually kicked somebody in the head. I was like, that's how it works. I knew this thing still worked. Exactly. I knew that's how it's supposed to work.
What's up, Mike?
Man.
Angel, let's get Angel ask the question. Now, where does he go from here? He's talking about Gervonta Davis.
Did you watch the fight, Los?
I watched the highlight of it. I didn't really watch the fight. I'm sure that's what most of us did. What's the weight class on that guy?
They are light. I think they're lightweights.
What's that, like 140? 135?
I think he might be. Yeah, I think he's 140, but I think he might be. I think so. Let me just double check.
Yeah.
Too light for the Lopez kid?
No, he's super fat. No, I think that's where people are talking about that he may end up going next.
Yep. 135. Angel said 135.
Yeah. I think I think he has to move up to go.
You said Ryan. Angel said pull up Angels, either Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia.
I think Ryan Garcia would be a good.
Ryan Garcia would be a good fight.
Yeah, I think Ryan Garcia would be a good challenge. I haven't seen Devin Haney, but yeah, I do think that's who I was thinking of, and I couldn't think of his name. But yeah, Ryan Garcia will be the fight that I want to see next. I may want to see him do one more, like another tune-up or something like that in between and have Ryan Garcia fight somebody also, just to kind of build it up.
Yep.
So both names would be like everybody's wanting to see that one more time. I mean, once. I mean, that's for the most part. He's working his way up, getting his name out there, and I think this one is this one helped his name. I've been watching him for a while. I gotta see him. I gotta watch Devin Haney, man. I haven't watched him. I've seen his name, but I've heard of him, but I haven't watched it yet.
Fair enough.
The
All
Tank
right.
Kid he was with Mayweather's group, right? The Tank Kid.
Yeah, Javante.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been with him for a minute, and he is. Yeah, he got some power with him, so it's going to be interesting to see him. He's a dog. He's going to be in your face. He's going to fight. He's going to move. He's going to slip, but he's not a Mayweather style. You know what I mean? He's not a boxer. He is a boxer, but he's not.
He's a fighter.
Yeah, he's a fighter.
He's a fighter.
Yeah.
That boxes. He's a fighter that boxes.
Yeah. Exactly. 100%. All right. You want to talk about Silver crying?
I mean, we could talk about it.
I mean, we got to talk about his last fight. I thought he should have walked away a long time ago, but
he should have fought. He should have, like, I think you talked about it last night. He should have walked away from Adesanya when he fought.
Israel. Yeah.
It would have been a nice gesture if he had did that.
Styles, like you could kind of tell that was passing the torch. Like, but I mean, I don't know.
I would have thought. I mean, to me personally, I would have. He hasn't been the same since he broke that leg.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So to me, it's always been like, all right, this is his down. He's going downhill, but.
Yep.
Whatever.
He wanted to fulfill the last however many fights he had on his contract. He might have been hurting for money. I mean, you never know with some of these dudes, though. You know what I mean?
I mean, I would think so. I mean, I can't imagine the UFC fighter being having that one huge payday and walking away. I mean, like, you really think about it, the only person who's done it is Conor, to be at that point where he's got so much money that he can just easily walk away.
Yeah. He had $100 million to make anybody walk away from that.
Exactly. Like, why am I doing this?
$100 million.
But the rest of them, if they get $2 million, I'm talking about $2 million. If I get $2 million, I may even walk away my dog on something. I'm out, baby.
I'm good.
I'm chilling. For the next 20 years, just live off $100,000 a year. But yeah, I don't know. But so what's the recap of all everybody fought at the UFC? Go on, Chris, our expert fight recap guy.
Who? I only watched that fight.
I didn't watch any of the fights on UFC.
I only watched that one. That was the only one I watched. I watched it because yeah, I'm pulling it up now.
Yeah, I thought another was that the headliner?
That was the headliner. That was the headliner. Bryce Hall, Andre Feely. Yeah, it wasn't a big card.
I thought somebody else fought on that card, but oh well. Doesn't matter.
Nope. Nobody else you would really know, to be perfectly honest with you.
Hey, you know what, Mike, you brought up a good point here right now. You said Haney's with Mayweather's gym too. He signed with DAZN though. So the thing is, I have DAZN.
Right.
I never watch it. like that's the thing. Like, yo, I got
isn't that what Bellator's on?
So like, yeah, Bellator's on there. Canelo's on there. Somebody else is on there. Can't think of who else is on there, but they have a lot of good fights on there. I just haven't. I forget about it. Like boxing and their promotion
nonsense and their nonsense. Yeah. You can just say nonsense.
It's just
they're bickering and fracturing and all this posturing.
I don't know where to go to watch it. You know what I mean? Like it's all over the place, and it's like not really their promotions of how they get the word out isn't really good.
Right.
Yeah. There's no real build up to a lot of it either.
No, it's just hey,
like,
two people
we're having fights. You want to watch them?
Yeah, like
check out the app.
Yeah,
it really is kind of just like
it's
that.
Horrible. It's horrible. Like I don't know, man. It's just I don't know. It's just not. Is
that where one is, or is one got
one champion is on his own too?
One is on his own.
I believe so. Yeah.
Now I'm definitely gonna have to watch more because some of their I've been watching their cards back after they run. They got some good cards.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I need to sit down and watch it more, but I don't know, man. I just know I did see Tyson and Roy sat down and were talking.
Yeah, you saw that.
I did see that.
What they talking about?
You see the Tyson and Joe Buttons interview though?
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Look, just watching him is very intimidating. Like I don't want to be everything he says. Like I want a grilled cheese sandwich. You feel intimidated by him saying something like that. Man.
Like, are you demanding that I make you one right now? Like, I gotta go make this.
I gotta go. That's what I gotta go. This better be the best doggone grilled cheese sandwich I can make for the rest of my life. Because if I don't, he's gonna snap on me.
Are you suggesting that you want one, or are you saying you want me to go make you one?
Yeah, like do I need to order one? Like what is happening here? Like from what I heard there was an interview with him and Boosie, Lil Boosie.
Yeah, I heard he got on that one. I didn't watch that one yet, but
what?
Look, it was to the point where they said that I'm not gonna get to it here, but because it's some certain things that he said that if anybody else said it to Boosie, he probably would have nutted up on him. But since it came from Mike, he was just kind of sitting there. I mean, I probably shouldn't have said that one day. It's like it's a different feeling, man. Like you just kind of like, all right, whatever. All right, man.
I tell you what, Mike better stop playing with the young boys though, because they different right now.
Look,
they're gonna be like, I don't care.
I think they got enough respect for him that they'll leave it alone. But
yeah,
Mike, you know, I don't know.
Mike though.
Yeah, he's Mike. All right. So, Chris, we got anything else? Any other fight recaps from this weekend? Anything else happened this weekend?
Man, that was about the Douglas Lima and Gegard Mousasi fight.
Oh yeah. It's kind of boring. I watched the first like 2 or 3 rounds. I was like, wasn't too impressed. He kept backing Lima up, but he wasn't even like doing a lot to back Lima up. He was just kind of pressuring him a little bit.
Lima had to respect the power from him coming down from fighting all the way up. He fought Mark Hunt, like, and submitted Mark Hunt. So like he knows he's got. Yes.
Oh wow.
Yes. Heavyweight. The heavyweight. Yes, he fought him in Pride, like in the open weight tournaments and stuff. So like he's fought everybody. So you know you got to respect that power. I just didn't think Lima was busy enough. He didn't do anything. Yeah. He got taken down in the first round, which kind of put him on hesitation mode, and then from there, Gegard walked him down and did enough to win the rounds until the 5th round when he took him down again.
I didn't even make it to that round. I was like, I'm good.
Yeah, you I
didn't even make it to the fight. Like, hey,
I was like, I'll see 2 stand-up fighters. I want to see some kind of some mixing up, like exactly something.
Nah, Lima's part of we're here in Atlanta. Like he's part of the family, so like through jiu-jitsu, knowing him and his brother, so I had to watch.
Yeah, no, it's respect. It's all good.
All right, so I guess we're about to get into we're gonna get into something different here, people.
Usman by wrestling.
Okay, he says who wins a fight between Lima and Usman?
Usman with wrestling.
There you go.
If Lima catches him with some leg kicks like he did Mike Page, I mean it could be a little bit different, but I don't think that happens. I don't think he loses that balance. I think Usman walks him down.
I don't think I'm not a big fan of Lima's like stand up. Like it's very
simple.
Basic. Simple. Like it's nothing.
Yes,
it's nothing too like over the top. Yeah,
no, it's just grinding grit. He's tough as nails and he hits hard. I mean, he's a real solid fighter. He had wars with. I mean, he had wars with. Yeah, Rory McDonald. I mean, so.
Well, all right, people.
Sorry, Travis.
You're right, exactly.
No, that's fine. I'm about to go into the next part where we are going to review some fights.
Yeah,
review sport karate fights. We want you guys to give us some fights to review. If you got a fight that you want us to look at and watch and break down or whatever the case may be, just go ahead and send them to us now. Drop them in the comments. Yeah. Right now, we did have something I wanted to watch.
Yes,
so I'm gonna pull it up. First things first. All right, people. This is from Anthony Price's Throwback Thursday Old School. So we're in AP's living room right now.
That's his old living room.
Or his bedroom, excuse me.
Right.
We're in a room. One. Yeah. And this is 1988.
Bermuda.
Is it Bermuda?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right, Chris. 1988 Bermuda International. What we have is Jeff Gears here in the red. We have Chip Wright. I'm interested in seeing it because I've heard a lot of things about Chip Wright. I've never actually saw footage of Chip Wright. Tony Young and Terry Creamer. So we're gonna rewind this real quick. We'll let this ride. Have you guys watched these guys before? I've seen.
You've seen 3 out of the 4 of them.
I've seen 3 out of the 4 up close.
I've seen this video. So like,
This looks like
but I've
Chip
seen
Wright
3 of 4
and,
up close as
Tony
well.
Young right now.
Yep.
I would have gone with the back fist from this angle, but
Okay. I saw a reverse punch, so it's all good.
what's interesting is it's a lot more distance. They're not rushing to like just covering a lot of distance. They're extending their techniques.
Oh, pop.
Yeah.
With the follow up.
No clue what's going on right now. Who's winning? Clashes.
That's
It's a
Tony
lot
Young
more
in the red
crosses.
hat.
Yeah.
As I watch it, it's a lot. They
It's a big ring.
it is. But they also are small.
That's true.
Well, they're your size, Chris. I shouldn't say small.
So
They're lightweights.
that's
Yeah,
right.
lightweights.
So what are we watching? Just
Trying to pick up some things on some fighters. Maybe even just make some just some comments on it, man. Like just really what they're doing. The difference in today's fighters versus then. Because people always. That's one of the things I always notice is that people always. The past is always better.
Great.
The future is always horrible. No, the present is always horrible, and the future is always doomed. Like when people talk about anything.
Yep.
So I really like to watch and see how some of the competitors are now. And if you put somebody like, you put somebody like Jack or Bailey or Robbie or
Ty Enrique.
Yeah,
you can put any of them. Yeah.
In here. You start trying to get a sense of how they would fare.
True.
At this, because they're pulling back a lot. You know what I mean? They're throwing the techniques and extending it. They're not
overcommitting.
Yes,
on the technique.
Yeah. That's the word I was looking for. Overcommitting. And that's the other thing.
I think
you know what? Everybody in this era always did that cross block.
Yep.
I used to always see that cross block in like the 80s fighters.
And match it back with the back fist.
And you take something like this.
You can't do that. You can't do that now. Yeah.
In the 90s, it was just go, go, go. Soon as you come off the line, it's just go.
Yeah, I mean, maybe as you get into some of the other fighters, it'll be probably more of a pace fighting. But
yeah,
I see.
Well, Tony's fights always.
I was gonna say Tony's fights were never really high scoring, big highlight reel stuff. Maybe that one point might be, but professional judges and blazers and suits.
Yeah, right.
But a dude in a t-shirt.
Yeah.
So
fighting in a t-shirt. But they do have belts on. Unlike
So Angel said Tony's footwork is crazy. What is it within his footwork that you find is really on point, Tony?
You mean Angel?
Angel, I'm sorry, yeah, Angel.
Yeah, Angel.
He's been making a miss. But at the same time, he's been having his balance. So I will give him if you watch it, he doesn't get to that point where it's like when people are fighting, they get into like almost vertical. He still has his base where he can kick or punch from.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he put up a whole nother video.
Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even know to do with that.
We ain't talking about that. We talk about this right here.
Yeah, the goggles.
What was that?
TC. Terry.
So this
Terry
is
Kramer and Jeff Gears.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this one should definitely. Whoop.
I feel that's the Jeff Gears that we know right there.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. Exactly. That's Jeff, boy. One of my favorite fighters. All right. I'm letting people know that right now. And Jeff Gears is one of my favorite fighters. Grew up an hour away from him, so he used to always come up and train with us. He used to beat me up a lot when I was a kid. So, yeah.
I like him a little more now.
Oh man, him and AP used to come up and whoop us up at the karate school every Friday. One of them was going to be there. I believe Terry won this tournament.
Yes. 88s.
Yeah, almost positive Terry Creamer. That jump backwards back fist going on.
Mm-hmm. I think I brought that up, but I've seen Terry throw that for ever. It's not a new. James Cisco used to throw that back in the goodness.
So what was that, like first one of 5 or something? Did I miss something?
Probably 3. Honestly.
Maybe, but this is double elimination. So they got Terry and Chip right now because Chip beat Tony. So now Terry has to beat or Chip, I think. But I'm almost positive Terry won. Angel, I for some reason I can't. Hold on, I think I gotta figure this out. But yeah, y'all go ahead and talk about this real quick while I get ready to pull up what Angel suggested we watch.
Chip got a lot of awkward movement. Terry with the back fist. Chip's the first that I see to move a lot, like frantically. Like
When
he's
you
got,
are,
and he just walk right into a back fist. I mean, that's TC, to be honest.
yeah, everybody knows that you have to make sure you key off that front hand. Try and take his front hand away because he's going to extend it. He's going to pop you with that back fist.
He took that check roll block and dropped it right on. But I mean,
yeah. Step in.
There's not. Well, I was gonna say there's not a lot of kicking, but Chip just threw a head kick.
I mean, if he tries to kick,
I get it. He gets stepped in.
Yeah, he's too big for him to kick on him. He's gonna have to do side kicks and stuff like that. I don't know how you throwing a reverse punch from your knee, though. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, he's throwing it from the ground. I'll give him that.
Who else is at this tournament?
I think AP and Mafia were at this one.
I know my uncle was there.
Are they in the fights? Are they in these fights?
The grands.
This is the finals.
Boom.
So that means Terry Creamer beat either Anthony or Richard?
Yeah, I think he beat my uncle. He beat my uncle. I know he did.
Oof.
Yeah.
You might have had that, but you might have hit that reverse punch first, but you definitely didn't win that.
You took that back.
You definitely didn't win that. You're not getting that point.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna pull off of this.
What team was that? 3 of them. 3 out of the 4.
Atlantic.
Yes.
Yes, Atlantic.
Yes. We'll say that. And the finals, they had 3 out of the 4.
Yeah. Yep. So Los.
Yes.
Explain how you fight little people.
I really don't like fighting little people.
Me neither. I don't. I can't stand it.
One, because they run too much.
Yep.
Right. And I don't like the chase. So yeah, That's how I fight little people. I don't like fighting them. So when I get a chance to hit them, I try to hit them as hard as I can so they slow the hell down, and then I don't have to chase them as much.
I knew that was coming.
Oh, I see what Angel sent.
Oh, what did Angel
Finally.
send?
It is Damon versus Brian Plemple, El Paso 2000. I have never seen this fight.
All right, that's an intense one.
I remember being there.
Yeah.
This should be interesting. Sun City Nationals.
Yes.
Wow, yeah, that's a Brian Plemple's on the right and Damon Gilbert's on the left here.
Yes.
Yeah, Damien was such a beast, man.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
And this is the thing about this is that Brian lost so much weight in that 1 year.
Yeah.
Oh, that like I talked about it before. I never understand how people counter people's kicks with roundhouse kicks. Like Cam does it.
I think it's the angle of which how they throw the kick, though, right? So
Yeah.
it's how you. It's how I kind of almost bring my knee around your knee. Almost.
Yes,
like you know what I mean.
And sometimes there's a backside scoot to catch off that side angle.
Yeah.
Justin does it real well too.
Oh, that's different. And Damon stepped in with a left hand reverse punch.
Yes. I still hate that one each way.
No.
I think this is after BP had beat him at Super Grands, right? Or was this the year that he did beat him?
No, this is before it. Because this is 2000, so BP beat him in 2000. He didn't beat him in 99.
Yeah. So all this was like the build up towards it, though.
Yeah, it was a build up.
He get his confidence up and all that type of stuff. This was like a bittersweet moment for me watching these two fight because Damon kind of helped raise me coming out. My first national team I fought with was with Barry's Best. I fought for them for like 2.5 years.
Yeah. So now you're cheering against him. Where's Los? He's in the crowd somewhere. I know you're over here somewhere.
There. Yeah.
Probably on the side back here.
Actually, I think that was a tournament that I beat BP, and then no. I think he beat me. Yeah, because I was one that when he went to JPM, I beat him that year, and then I lost to Jason in the finals.
All right,
because this would be the super heavyweight, and I was the one under.
Yeah, this super heavyweight. Y'all switched in 01.
Yeah,
y'all switched in 01
because he went and lost all that weight.
Yep. Oh,
got that right. Two.
Look at Ski over there.
Yep, step in back this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
Ooh, they went to Brian.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Well, from our angle to step in.
Yes.
Yeah.
From our
angle, definitely.
There he goes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Uncle Sandals on.
The 2000 Jesuses.
Yeah, man. 5-4 Damon. Time came in. Did they call it?
He who goes forward will get the point, even if you don't get the point.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this is one thing I hate about the sport, though. Even in that sense, right? Because the drama of it, it's almost like you just gave the point because the person came.
Yep.
It had nothing to do with like them even really scoring. It was just like, oh yeah, like it's a good tie, and there it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. I was just going to say
Ryan right there. Especially because he had lost to Damon so many times at Super Grands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but no, that it's always been I've always liked watching those two fight, of course.
Yeah.
Being teammates with both of them, actually, that's kind of funny. Now I think about it.
Yeah, we both are, right?
Yeah. Chris wasn't.
No,
nope.
I'm not part of that cool kid club.
Yeah.
Listen, man, we had the
guy who's an all-star.
I've had some great teammates, man. I could say over my years of just competition, I think I did fight with Trevor as an all-star. I don't think I'm trying to think of who I haven't like fought with that was with us back in that time. Probably Jason. I don't think I ever fought on the team with Jason. Although I was kind of on the All Stars with him, but I never fought with him. Like, you know what I mean?
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And then same thing. Straight up was not straight up, but we never fought as a team or as a collective group.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, no. I just love my SES squad.
Yeah. It was good times, man. Good times. It's funny. I was talking to someone the other day. Me and Ski still talk all the time. Oh, well, I was talking to one of my students. They saw that I was on the show with you guys, and they were like, how do you know those guys? I was like, well, I've known Travis for almost 20 years. I've known Chris for almost 20, like I've known all these guys forever. Like, I kind of told like the Leonards and the story and how we all kind of came about and everything. And they're like, oh, that's so cool. I never even realized that. Like, yeah, I mean, you talking about 20 something years, man.
Yeah. That brings us, I guess that brings us into a topic is that the camaraderie that this sport brings us. Cause like literally we can go just about every city or state, major city or state and know somebody and be good. Like, you know what I mean? Like we can go there and be like,
countries, bro.
Yeah, but you guys, I'm not as cultured as you guys and going all over the world.
But I'm just saying this sport will do that. You know what I mean?
This sport definitely will. This sport definitely will. I can never think that I would ever say, hey, I'm gonna go to Kansas City and just let me call somebody up. Nah, I'm just like, all right, I'm chilling in Kansas City and hit somebody up and be like, yo, I'm here. Like that kind of thing just
Kansas City wouldn't be a place that I would go to though.
That's why I'm saying it. Like I would
have to be like a business conference or
El Paso. It's just different places you end up going. Like, damn, okay, I can go here and then I can go to a lot of different places and be good. Yeah. So, all right, I have no other topics, people.
Is it?
For the most part, this is a slow week, man.
Did you already talk about the
other thing?
We didn't talk about. Hey, excuse me. Go ahead. What you got? I'm gonna let you talk first. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Virtual Fight Tour is our sponsor, and I just want to make sure you guys on December 12th and watch the Virtual Forms Tour and December 19th. Make sure you watch the Virtual Fight Tour. They just made another announcement because I guess we're gonna go there.
That's right.
I was hoping y'all wait for me to come on before y'all talked about it.
Oh, we did.
Oh, I appreciate it.
We definitely waited on there.
I like the announcement today too, though. But for the Virtual Forms Tour,
we don't get to that one because I only know one of them, Mason
Stoll.
Yeah, that's the only one I know. I don't. The other one's from Turkey, right? Which is crazy to just even talk about the fact that Virtual Forms Tour or Virtual Fight Tour, the company is grabbing people international now to do these competitions.
Absolutely.
So that's pretty cool. What do you want to talk about that, Chris? I'm gonna let you go ahead and start with that then. Because we will be getting into that Jason versus
I was just it's very cool. The first two are three-way battles that he has. The male three-way battle, the heads up, the female three-way battle, and then now it's a traditional challenge and it's head to head, 1-on-1. So I'm really interested to see the setup for that. What the rounds are? They rounds? Is it like 3 rounds and you got to do 3 forms, or is it 3 things? Like, how does that work out? How does that play out? I think that'll be cool. But
definitely will. I think they do multiple rounds and different forms in each round.
Right.
I mean, we had the actual rules. I don't have them with me.
Yeah, they do a forms round, a weapons round, and if there's a tied round between the cumulative scores, then they do a 45-second weapon battle to determine. That's for the man and female 3-way. But what does that leave for the exactly?
I would assume that you're going to do a weapons form. I think you should probably do a traditional form of traditional weapons, maybe. And then I don't know.
Exactly. So I'm interested. As a traditionalist, I'm a little interested to see how that
drop in the comments. You're probably watching. Drop in the comments what you guys are judging them on, because Jeff Dawson is going to be one of the
forms judges,
along with Carmichael Simon, Jackson Rudolph. That's one.
Jackson is commentating. I don't think Jackson is judging. Jackson's
Oh,
commentating.
that's right. No.
He's a
The
commentator.
judges are different. The commentators, Jeff Carmichael and Jackson are commentating. Excuse me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They didn't.
There you
They haven't said who the judges are yet.
There you go.
But yeah, man.
That'll be cool. But yes, no, December 19th.
And then we're gonna get into
Second-
December 19th.
Second fight announced.
The second fight was announced, and it is Jason versus Yaskar.
So
I don't know what to say about that fight, man. To be honest with you.
off the cuff, you don't have much to say. You got
No,
a
I'm
lot
gonna
to
not
say.
talk about it because if I talk about it, people are gonna be looking at me crazy.
Oh,
And
here we
those
go.
gonna be like, what?
Here we go.
So
No,
I don't
this
want
is-
to hear what y'all got to say.
He just want to see which way he can lean on the fence. He's got to hear both of our opinions so he can straddle that joker one more time.
No, here's the thing. He already knows what he wants to say. He already knows what he
I
wants to say. He just don't want to say it too soon. He's got to let it kind of build up until he
I'm
gets
not
right
saying
close
that,
to it.
man.
And then he's gonna be like, I'm gonna pick here, but I really think here. I don't know. We'll see.
No, I just have
It
I have my
depends.
thoughts.
But if that happens, what if that happens? Then you have,
See, I'm
this
just the only
person-
one who's brave enough to make these statements on this show. Okay, you guys be on the fence about what y'all want to say. Chris knows stuff and don't want to tell us. Lowe's be a politician. I ain't never seen this person fight, so I can't say nothing. So I'm the only one who can come on here and say this is what's going on, man.
Oh,
right.
man. You're right.
Sure.
Of course you are, Mike. I would
Right.
not. I would not think you would go anywhere else. I mean, I'm Midwest. You know what I mean? I fought Jason since I was 9, and so
Yeah, man.
I'm very well aware of what Jason can do. My biggest thing is we saw Yaskar go 3 rounds. Jason, I just want Jason to be in shape because if Jason's not in shape, he gonna lose. He gonna lose. If he's not in shape, he's gonna lose. But with this being a set fight, I think he's training right. So we'll see.
Hey.
I agree with you, Linda.
I don't think she's wrong.
100% I agree with you. So
I think it should be a good fight.
That's what after all the grief you gave me, that's what,
I think it should be a good fight.
I think it's gonna be a good fight. What?
I would just off of GP and I would love to see Jason kind of come back and not come back, just kind of show that flair of who he
Jason
was.
still Jason.
Yeah, just that flair of who he was. I mean, I get it. We all at a different stage in our life right now, but it would be cool to see him kind of show that,
right.
In case you forgot, type of.
It's interesting
showcase.
to me because I never saw Yaskar.
Yeah,
Did you guys see Yaskar when he was younger fighting?
Yes, I did from Florida. I've seen him. I've seen him a lot.
Right. So I never got a chance to really see him like that younger when he was fighting. So I'm just kind of like when you get certain people when you get older, you have more success when you get older. And some people fight well at their the younger, and then they go away, and
right.
You know what I mean? Like it's just not. But that older person that has gotten better, like Bernard Hopkins. You know what I mean? And Roy Jones. Yeah, when they were younger, it wasn't a contest. But as they got older and Bernard got better and got to be and used his brain more and was more savvy in the ring, it wasn't a contest when those two fought and when they got older. Right. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen here. Because
wait, Roy Jones and Bernard Hopkins fought
twice.
I missed that.
That first one, man, that was one of my favorite fights for the longest time.
First time Roy was putting on Bernard.
Woo!
and Bernard
the second time
wanted to fight again, and Roy was like, "Look, I already beat you up bad.
Like, why?
Why would I fight you again?" And Bernard kept winning the middleweight crown or whatever, kept winning middleweight championship fights, and kept calling Roy out. But Roy was looking for bigger money fights, and it was like, "There's no point in fighting you." But once Roy
needed the money,
got laid
and
out
came back.
and everything switched,
Yeah.
then it switched, and Roy still wanted to be the main headliner, and Bernard was like, "Yo, look, I'm the champ. Like, you not."
Yeah. I think I remember now.
Yeah. And they ended up fighting, and Bernard put it on him. So,
Yeah.
Boxed him up.
yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see. I'm not saying that these two are these two, but I see a similarity there. I'm on the fence now.
No, I'm not on the fence. Here's my thing about Jason. Right. I think if Jason was focused and committed to this, he would get ready and be ready to show that there is a different level to this. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel that maybe it's just me kind of still seeing him in that light of where we know him from to be, like, you know what I mean? And thinking that if it's one person, even if it's being 3 rounds, there's one person that he's got to deal with. I think he can come in and be focused and ready to go for that. Again, Yaskar, he looked good the last fight. I had Java winning. Again, I do stuff off emotion though. I pick my peoples that kind of came from my time that I know. You know what I mean? So, but Yaskar did show a different level to me between him and Java in that fight, in that moment, right? So I would be wondering, I would hope that Jason would be able to showcase that there is still another level to it.
To that,
you get what I'm saying?
right.
To that,
Yeah.
right? But like I said, I mean, there's been times where I've seen Jason lose, and it's kind of like, oh damn, I can't believe you lost that person or whatever. So, I would hope that he would come in ready to rock and roll and make it happen, because it'd be great to see that on that stage and that arena, that showcase of him, because he didn't have that type of showcase really back in the day, back when we was coming up.
Right. Chris, your thoughts?
I'm kind of sitting here with both of you guys. I've seen, and fought the best of Jason, but I've seen Jason not show up.
But let me ask you a question. I'm sorry, Chris, let me cut you off. Did you see him not show up later years or in the earlier years?
No, later years.
Okay,
mid to late years, I guess. Sometimes with us, when we were first with the All-Stars, but like, I mean, that's still late. That's still later, Jason, to be honest.
All right, so here's my thought on Jason. Being somebody who's known him since 9-10 years old, fighting him, Jason has always been, if not the most talented, one of the most talented people in the sport, in the division, whichever way you want to put it, right?
Right.
So when you're that talented, you don't necessarily have to be the smartest fighter. You know what I mean? And when you're that talented, you may not work as hard as somebody else who has to try and catch up to make up for the talent gap. And for me, I've always looked at Jason as being that person who is so super talented, but I don't think he was the smartest fighter when he was in the ring.
Didn't really work. You don't think he worked on the science of it?
Yeah, he wasn't picking people apart. He's like, I can raise my leg and throw it any way I want to, and I'm just going to find a way to kick you. And then if I have to, I'm going to switch feet and I'm going to blitz you. So, it's never been like he's coming off an angle.
Why you giving up his stuff? Don't be giving up his stuff. He had to switch feet to punch.
Oh, hey, look,
that's my stuff.
Come on, listen. If you've been around our sport as long as we have,
AKA he blitzed off the right side.
Yeah, on the right side twice.
I was like, wait,
twice.
What? Yeah, he blitzed off that front side as opposed to switching feet and throwing the bird. I was like, oh shoot, Jay coming off. Okay, all right, that's different. So that's where I think happened in like 05, 06 area, where you saw him right after you guys going straight up and stuff like that. And at one point, it was him and Raymond were like just you know what I mean, on that same thing where it's those two are going at it to who might end up winning overalls or something like that. But Raymond's work ethic just took him to a whole nother level, and Jason's work ethic, I don't think he wasn't willing to go as far as Ray was. So when it comes down to it, like with Jay, it's always been, I thought that certain people started to figure Jason out around like 05, 06, 07, where you would see him lose to somebody. You were like, well, how did you lose to that person? You shouldn't have lost to that person.
Because they started jamming his leg. They started
jamming his leg, started stepping in, and they weren't in awe of it. They knew the
what was
timing
gonna
of it.
happen.
Because
Exactly.
we knew how fast it was going to come off. We knew where it was going to go, that we can go straight down the line while he's coming off the angle. So the interesting thing was that you started seeing Jason started to try and put other things in there, but it wasn't like he was working it. You know what I mean? He wasn't working the blitz the way he should have been training, and so it can just bang, boom, boom, whatever the case may be. And so we talked about all this, but I was just looking at Jason from that standpoint of we're gonna. I honestly right now I don't know, because Yaskar has been winning that overall Grands, but Jason hasn't been. I don't think Jason's motivated when he goes to these tournaments. He's just there to have fun and enjoy it. You know what I mean?
That's my thing.
I think that's the different mindset between this and that and normal. But he looked really, really good at AKA. So I mean, this year you saw the slight adjustments. You watched the intelligence come out of that. I think he did a really good job at AKA. You know, we'll see.
We'll see, Alex. I don't know.
Yeah.
Life gets. I mean, we're around Christmas. In between Thanksgiving and Christmas, you got to be focused. You know what I mean? In that time frame, it's not like it's February where there's nothing else to do. You know, Valentine's Day, but it's like there's nothing else to do besides train. You know what I mean? So
right.
it's Christmas. You got a kid, you got a wife, you got a family.
It's cold.
Yeah, it's cold. It's different, man. Like I don't know. From my experience, if he walks in think he can beat you easily, you can shock him and run up the score quick. Maybe nowadays, but not 19-year-old Jason, not 20-year-old, 21, 22-year-old Jason. Nah, it make a difference. You hey, look, that leg was coming off. Yaskar is always underrated.
You may be able to have done that to him at like 30, 31,
yeah,
32.
yeah. 30,
after he's already kind of like fought for, he's already had like 35 fights or 35 or not 35, probably like 300 fights already. Just fighting, 20 times a year. Like he everywhere. Yeah. So by the time he's 32, 33, you might catch him sleeping for a little bit.
I mean, he probably is. Like that's the thing. That's the thing that it's a little bit different. Being that it's the virtual fight tour and the eyes are on you, and it's 3 rounds, and people are, especially people, us, are going to be talking about it. It gives you some kind of motivation to fight. You know what I mean? Like,
hold on, Brett. You're saying you were 30 at the same time, so you're saying you and Jason are the same age? I don't think you guys are the same age, right?
I mean, he's 40 now, but Brett, I would say this: if you thought you were sneaking up on Jason at 20 years old on CJB, excuse me, Elite, I don't know about that one. But maybe I don't know. I don't know you guys' record when you guys fought, so
right.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Possible, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah.
I will say this. I will say this.
It said 2008, so Jason was 28. That's about right. Yeah, that's about right. In 2008, yeah, I can see that. It wasn't the same. That wasn't the same Jason in 2008. It just wasn't.
Well, you said people started kind of figuring it out around 2005, so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if that was 3 years after that,
that's when people started figuring out how to really time him. But I think also think a little bit of his leg speed started to decrease just a little bit, not much, just a little bit.
So that was about but that was right around 08, 09. That was a little bit later on there. Yeah, that was the transition back to the other team.
To the other team. All right. Where were we at? Any more thoughts about Jason versus Yaskar? Because Yaskar is winning.
Man, listen, don't count out Yaskar.
No, I don't think you can. Like I was
told
really
y'all last time.
I was really impressed with how he fought. I think I saw him fight somewhere else too. I think I saw him fight in Miami, at the Pan Ams one year. And I was like, oh, who was I'd never seen him before. So I was like, oh, this dude's pretty solid. Like where he came from. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because we've been around so long, you kind of seen people.
You know like, most of the people.
I'm like, you were around back then? Like, who were you?
Trav, you didn't talk to people though, so like,
I know, but it's always interesting to me when I find people like, yo, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't.
I never knew that.
Just not getting into the division or whatever the case may be. You trying to get me? Where you trying to get me to go?
SoundCloud
Robbie?
photos.
Yeah,
Nah.
yeah, man. All right.
So what are the other fights on that card there? I know they have the team fight.
It was the team fight. It's the not tag team, but the regular team fight. It
Team
was,
fight. And then that's it. Yaskar and Jason.
Who's the two fighting? It's Kevin and right.
Kevin and Robbie.
No, the team fight. Yeah, versus
Tyreek and Troy.
Tyreek and Troy. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of who they were fighting, but yeah. And then it's
where's Ben tonight? I want to talk to him about his fancy footwork. I was loving the footwork. I was like, look at this.
Oh yeah,
they got happy feet.
Look at my man. He was moving those feet.
Yeah,
he was though. He sure was.
I'm glad you brought that up. Now I got to find it. I said,
where you at, Ben?
I love Ben Stewart. I love this dude. You're like, I'm letting you know.
He letting
bringing it down,
man.
Like I would
cut an angle change in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Hold on, man. Let me get back to it. And I'm gonna put it on y'all, boy. Hold on. Where's Ben?
Here we go.
Killing it.
Let's see that footwork.
Yeah.
Nice little gym though, wherever he's at.
Say what? When he started breakdancing, it kind of threw me off. Letting me know right here.
Hey,
karaoke.
Yeah, baby.
Y'all listen, y'all know how important it is to be able to open them hips up. Y'all know about how important that is to be able to open them hips up.
Yeah.
He
getting ready for Ant, man.
Ant playing games. Ant better get ready.
Ant gonna get his head knocked off. You think he got footwork? He ain't gonna put it on him, boy. He gonna spin him around all over the place.
Break an ankle and everything.
That's going to be entertaining. Actually, I'm looking forward to that.
I hope that fight happens. To be honest with you. I hope that fight happens.
I hope it's on the same card.
Yeah. I hope
so. No, Ben said he said it had to be in January. He said it had to be in January.
He did say it had to be in
January, February, something like that.
All right.
So.
But anyway, all right, where we at? 57 minutes. Bingo, bango. We talked about nothing for 57 minutes. Good job, guys. We found a way.
You ready? You ready to see what's gonna happen tomorrow? Listen, come Wednesday or Thursday, we don't know what this country gonna be like.
I didn't. You had to go there, didn't you?
Listen, I'm sitting here like, oh man, what's gonna happen? Like, how this is gonna play out?
The thing is, there's only one real way this is a true a smooth anything. Actually,
ain't nothing gonna be smooth about this.
If Trump gets blown out, then it's nothing he can say.
But you realize that if he gets blown out, all right. Let's just say he does lose, he's still in the office until January.
Yep, that's what I've been telling you.
Where his people
until like January 20th to do whatever the heck he wants to do for the next 3 months. So. You know, he can like, you know what? I'm gonna let loose, and I think that's what scares both sides because I don't think the Republicans like, yo, wait, I don't know what he'll do. I don't know what in the world this man might do. They may try and find some kind of weird thing to happen where it's like, oh, it can't be a change in power or something like that. Like, oh, because this particular thing is going on. Like, wait, what?
Because of a pandemic, and now it's real. No, I don't know.
I don't know, man. Like,
I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna happen. I don't know what's going on with it. I'm just hanging out in my house. I did my part. I early voted, and we'll I don't want to be standing. I don't want to stand in them lines tomorrow. I do that. Plus, I got a virtual fight tour for Civil War.
I hope not.
Come on.
Who said that?
Hey, G. Claude.
G. Claude, yeah.
Hey, I didn't do it. Oh, we can only hope not.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I look. I'm just interested in the thing that trips me out is the people's logic about any of this stuff. Like a lot of this stuff. I'm sitting here like, that don't even make sense, bro.
Well,
Why you want it that way? It don't even make sense. And then I hear some other people on the other side. That reason it don't make sense either. So like, but it is what it is. But
right.
It's
it's like, wait, what?
A lot of people got
I
some faulty logic.
I just hope everybody's safe and we get to see each other again on Monday.
Man, I'm just looking.
We're gonna be safe. We gonna be all right.
COVID is spiking again. I'm sitting here like, yo.
Here's my question. I'm not knocking it. I know it's that thing that's happening, but again, this is why I don't like politics, though, right? It seems like the numbers like increase every day as the new record, right? And it's like, so that's like everybody against Trump, and then it's the emails of Biden's son. So now they shooting that out there, bro. Like the last time it was Hillary Clinton's emails, right? So ideally, her whole Hillary Clinton email was like the part of the reason why she kind of didn't. I don't think she won. Ideally, as far as like, I mean, that was like the big thing that kind of came out like in the last like few days. So it's like it seemed like the whole hype of the more cases, more COVID, and I'm not knocking it because I believe it can be true, but I just feel like it's just like it's ironic. I want to see what happens.
Ironic, what kind of timing? Yeah.
The timing, yeah. I want to see what happens.
The timing of things.
If they announce that Joe, Biden wins, come January, are the cases going to be going down? Are they going to keep kind of pushing the cases up until he wins, and then start saying, "Oh, the numbers are kind of slowing down now"? Like, you mean like what's going to happen in that moment? So I just think that it's too much. It's just too much going on right now, man.
That last sentence right there is 100% is just too much right now.
Trav, what's up? You got something that you want to?
No.
Is it? No.
Yeah.
No, I vote people.
Yeah, I'm just like, look, man. When it comes to that, I've heard so many stories on both sides from people I actually trust. People who work in the healthcare industry, people who work at the CDC.
Yep.
And I've talked to a lot of people about different things. And the main thing is that nobody knows nothing.
There's no real definitive answer.
No definitive answers. Nobody knows.
That bothers me is that some of the way, like I have a friend of mine who got pneumonia. She got COVID and then she ended up getting pneumonia from it. Mm-hmm. And they labeled it as pneumonia caused by COVID, right? Mm-hmm. And I started asking the question is, do they do that for the flu? Because the flu can cause pneumonia also, but they don't label it like pneumonia caused by the flu. They just say it's pneumonia.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, is this more political game play that is happening? So that's when it comes to my mind when we talk about this stuff. It's like it's too much of, instead of it just being the science and it is what it is. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of political gamesmanship on both sides.
People. Yeah. It's like it's what's real. Yeah.
So when they had the conversation with there was an interview with Trump where he said, "No, you can't look at those numbers. Look at these numbers." Mm-hmm. Right. And it's the facts, and both of them are literally true.
Well, statistics can be, all numbers can be
altered for anybody's point of view. So it's like, man, come on, like it's just this political gamesmanship that is going on with people's lives, and that is the sad.
That's the biggest problem.
That's the biggest problem. Yeah.
And like people's lives are at stake, and people are talking about like, hey, I don't want to wear a mask. I'm like, what's the harm in wearing a mask for 30 minutes? Like you only have to wear it while you're in the store or where you're walking across the street, whatever the case may be. It's not like you have to wear it inside your house or everywhere else. It's not that big of a deal. Just wear the doggone mask.
And I personally, I can't stand wearing my mask, but I know the importance of it. Like, you mean, I know why I have to wear it. Like, I mean, I know.
Like to me, after a while, I don't care. Like I'm not doing anything strenuous with it on. Like I'm just gonna wear it. But I see like down here,
y'all listen, y'all bugging down there, man. Y'all bugging, man. I've seen some people doing like trunk or treats and things like that. Like nobody wearing masks. They got 400-500 people. I'm just like.
People
no mask, like it's chilling, like
sharing hookah, and I'm like,
oh no.
Like,
where they do that at?
Like, it's an airborne thing that y'all smoking and shooting at each other. I don't get. what y'all thinking about. We changed the tip. That doesn't matter. You spraying it.
Still blurring out there, yeah.
Yeah, like I don't get it. But
nah. But it is what it is, man. We just keep trucking, trying to do what we got to do.
That's it.
Keep ourselves safe, keep our family safe, keep the ones around us safe as much as we possibly can. And
keep growing.
I lost an uncle to it. He was already sick, though. He already has some pre-existing conditions. So, but he did get it from a nursing home, things like that. So,
I mean, we're finding people in college who don't have anything technically who are wrong, who are dying from it. Like,
yeah.
And so people think it like they're still thinking that like younger people don't get it or it's not going to die from it. It's like
they're going to get it.
I have a very, very good friend of mine who just told me the other day that he had it, and I was surprised. And this person's obviously doing everything he's got to do.
But I will say this: a source from the CDC mentioned that there is a possibility that they're based off of who dies, there is a genetic marker in people that they have isolated that is the real reason of how someone might die.
Because it attacks that whatever more.
Yeah.
And they're more susceptible to things.
They know it, but they said they also didn't want to tell POTUS it because he may use that as a
everybody got to get tested for this genetic code.
Like it's like a tactic, you know what I mean? But they said they isolate, they think they know it, but they're not sure.
And it's not definitive yet.
Want to just say that, and he just run off at the mouth and say something like that before they were actually 100% sure with it. And so, but
like injecting bleach or injecting I know you can inject something to you, right?
Dude is wild. But that brings it back to the point where it's like, you're playing political games with people's lives because if you don't trust the person who is supposed to know be told this stuff, your boss this stuff because you're afraid what they may do. That's a little scary, man. So that's why I just kind of like when everybody brings it up, I'm just kind of like I'm wearing my mask. I'm not going really pretty much.
Wear my mask, keep my hands clean.
Yeah, until I feel comfortable with it. I'm gonna keep working out, trying to keep my lungs active.
Try to use soap when you wash your hands and not always the hand sanitizer. It kills helpful bacteria as well.
The hand sanitizer?
The hand sanitizer. And yes, I call it hand sanitizer. Soap? Use soap and water as well. Don't just use that because you're killing off a lot of bacteria that will be helpful to you fighting off infections.
Oh, well, that's the biggest thing that I'm scared of. To be honest with you,
it's superbugs that come next, man. Listen,
yes. Because we're using so much hand sanitizer and stuff like that, antibacterial.
What's going to mutate and develop because of we're using overexposure because that's how superbugs happen.
Because that's why all of these viruses end up being created. It's because we have all these different ways and we're not fighting them off with our immune system that they just mutates and adapts to what we've been killing it with. They adapt. It's like us building houses because it was cold. And it's like, all right, now we got this house now. Y'all ain't getting this now, or whatever the case may be, not having a heat stroke or whatever the case may be. These viruses are and bacteria are, and we all
growing, mutating. We definitely went off the register for that one. But it's true though. It is. I mean, that's how we got bird flu from the regular flu, and
so everybody coming in using hand sanitizer, washing your hands all the time that much. That's just gonna create something.
Drink out of the water hose, people. You'll be all right.
There you go. Yeah, drink out of water hose.
I mean, not now. It's cold. Don't do that.
There's a topic there, but I ran into some friends and they said that I saw their baby eating dirt off the ground, and they're doctors, and they were like, "It's good for the immune system."
Absolutely.
Like, wow. Okay, but okay, I get it, but at the same time, and my friends like, if you have a kid, don't do that. You're not a doctor.
Yeah.
Nah.
I was like,
listen. In my experience, they will be all right.
They will be all right. They'll be all right.
Yeah. All right, let's get out of here, people.
All right, fellas.
All right, y'all. Take care.
We out. Peace.
Hold on. We got music.
He said we gotta go out the same way we went in.
Same way always. People.
You gonna get him? Yeah, shake.
Yes. Go green, people. Go green, go white. No blue.
Thank you, Mike Bates.
Thanks, Mike.
Happy with the decision to win. Y'all shouldn't have been talking smack. I'm out of here, people. Stay.
We out. Oh, really?
Yeah, you got it.
Drop the devil song. Holla at y'all next week. Support Virtual Fight Tour, our sponsor.
Better.